Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we break down finances and retirement planning for Canadians. Today, we're diving into two essential programs for retirees, Old Age Security, or OAS, and the Guaranteed Income Supplement, also known as GIS. Whether you're nearing retirement or just planning ahead, this video is for you. Let's get started. First up, Old Age Security. OAS is a monthly pension paid to seniors aged 65 and older. It is funded by the general revenues of the Government of Canada. This means that no one contributes into it directly. You can receive its benefits even if you have not worked in Canada. It's not tied to your employment history. Instead, it's based on how long you've lived in Canada. To qualify, you must be 65 or older, be a Canadian citizen or legal resident, have lived in Canada for at least 10 years after the age of 18. If you've lived in Canada for 40 years or more after turning 18, you'll likely receive the full OAS amount. If it's less than 40 years, you'll receive a partial amount, calculated based on the number of years you've lived here. Let's look at an example. If you've lived in Canada for 30 years after turning 18, you'd receive 75% of the full OAS amount. So, if the full monthly payment is $700, you'd receive 75% of that, which is $525 per month. As of 2025, the maximum monthly OAS payment is $727.67 for people aged 65 to 74 and $800.44 for people aged 75 and older. This amount is adjusted quarterly to keep up with inflation. However, if your income exceeds a certain threshold, known as the OAS clawback or recovery tax, you may have to repay some or all of your OAS. In 2025, that threshold starts at about $93,454. Here's how the clawback is calculated. If your net income exceeds the threshold of $93,454, 15% of the amount above that threshold is deducted from your OAS payments. For example, if your net income is $100,000, that's $6,546 above the threshold. Multiply that by 15%, and you'll have to repay $981.90 for the year. If your income is high enough that the entire OAS amount is clawed back, you won't receive OAS payments until your income decreases below the threshold. Maximum income recovery threshold in 2025 is $151,668 from age 65 to 74. For age 75 and over, the maximum threshold is $157,490. If your income exceeds the maximum income recovery threshold, you may have to repay the entire amount of your OAS benefits. Now let's talk about the Guaranteed Income Supplement, or GIS. GIS is an additional benefit for low-income seniors who receive OAS. Unlike OAS, GIS is income-tested. That means your eligibility and the amount you get depend on your annual income. Here's how it works. If you're single, widowed, or divorced, and your annual income is less than $22,056, excluding OAS, you might qualify for GIS. If you have a spouse or common law partner, your combined income has to be below $29,136 if your partner receives the full OAS pension. $52,848 if your partner does not receive an OAS pension. The maximum GIS payment for a single, widowed, or divorced person in 2025 is $1,086.88. If you have a spouse or common law partner, the maximum GIS payment is $654.23 if your partner receives the full OAS pension. $1,086.88 if your partner does not receive an OAS pension. Just like OAS, GIS is adjusted quarterly for inflation. Here's an important question. Are OAS and GIS taxable income? The answer is, Old Age Security, or OAS, is considered taxable income. This means you'll need to report your OAS payments on your annual tax return, and they will be taxed at your marginal tax rate. However, the Guaranteed Income Supplement, or GIS, is not taxable. You don't need to report GIS payments as income on your tax return, which is a great benefit for low-income seniors. Applying for OAS and GIS is straightforward. If you're eligible for OAS, you might be automatically enrolled. Look for a letter from Service Canada a few months before your 65th birthday. If you don't get a letter, you'll need to apply online through your My Service Canada account or by filling out a paper application. For GIS, you'll need to apply separately and renew your application annually by filing your taxes. Before we wrap up, here are some quick tips. Make sure your taxes are up to date every year. GIS eligibility is based on your income from the previous year. If you're still working past 65, you can defer your OAS for up to 5 years to receive a higher monthly amount when you do start. And lastly, don't hesitate to contact Service Canada if you have questions about your eligibility. And that's a wrap on OAS and GIS. These programs are crucial for ensuring financial security in retirement, so make sure you're taking full advantage of them. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone planning their retirement, and don't forget to subscribe for more Canadian financial tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.